Because above all, the opposition they'll remember the steals, the shots.
No, that shit is so fire, bro. Look at that.
Above all, the
Where you going?
will remember.
That's fire. What's good, guys? It's your boy, No Mercy 4K, Wavy Mercy in the building, coming back at you another banger Larry Bird reaction video. Today we got NBA Legends explain how crazy good Larry Bird was. Another requested reaction from you guys. Keep letting me know in the comments what other reactions you guys want to see. But this sounds interesting to me, you feel me? Nah, let me stop rhyming, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Rapper Spitter Mercy in the building. But look, let's check this out. If you enjoy this reaction, want to see more Larry Bird reactions just like this here on the channel. I post every single day, multiple videos for you guys here. If you're interested in that, do me a favor and hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel here if you are new. Appreciate the support though. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this reaction. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let's get it. NBA Legends explain how crazy good Larry Bird was.
Who gave us an 80s to remember by lighting up a battle between the Celtics and the Lakers will forever be heralded as one of the players who saved basketball. Bird and Magic's coast-to-coast war and jaw-dropping styles gave the NBA the boost it needed before the emergence of Michael Jordan. But for Bird, with 3 titles, 2 Finals MVPs, and 3 consecutive MVP seasons, some forget just how good he really was. Today we look at NBA players explaining how crazy good Larry...
Now that I have seen a good amount of his highlights and footage and game overall, I definitely don't doubt his greatness. I think he might be in my top 5. Pretty sure he's in my top 5. I ain't gonna lie.
Before we get
and I just
that,
now started watching. Like, it's kind of tough.
22
it was
and
different.
Madden NFL 22 included. Leave a like.
Oh yeah.
And there's always 5 or 10 guys that hit the list. When speaking of the NBA's greatest of all time, there's always 5 or 10 guys that hit the list. Each carries a different generation. From 50s Bill Russell to 60s Wilt Chamberlain or 70s Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 80s Magic Johnson, 90s Michael Jordan, 2000s Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, to today's LeBron James. Some get overlooked when they shouldn't. For example, Tim Duncan. And others get left behind because of the lack of titles, like Charles Barkley.
I do need to see Tim Duncan, bro. I need to see Tim Duncan play, bro.
What happens when all these players talk of another great as if he was like no other? Larry Bird was lauded by most of these legends, because he was one of them too. He was consistent, tough, offensively masterful, and one of the first big guys to shoot many three-point shots. LeBron James spoke candidly in an interview about how he was one of the few guys ever to win a three-point contest with a warm-up shirt on. LeBron referring to the time Larry won his 3rd consecutive three-point contest. James continued,
for young guys that don't know him, you know, they think of Larry Bird as a jump shooter, but he was so much more than that. He was a passer. He averaged double-digit rebounds. He defended, he took charges. And
you see, the GOAT is the GOAT, bro. The dude knows what he's talking about. He's the highest IQ I've ever seen, ever played in basketball, bro. The IQ he has is insane, and he knows exactly what he talks about on all subjects speaking basketball. The GOAT, bro. Giving Larry his props. Yeah, bro. Larry is completely different, bro. This dude is amazing.
You know, he's a straight-up complete basketball player, and me as a small forward.
Later in his career, LeBron adapted his game to the new way of basketball, which was a charge led by the Golden State Warriors in shooting more from behind the arc. LeBron was considered a big guy, but began shooting more threes, and no doubt was heavily influenced by the fact that Larry Legend had already achieved this feat in the 80s. In another interview, when asked about his top 3 of all time, LeBron put Larry Bird firmly in there with MJ and Dr. J.
Oh my God.
Top 3 all time?
Yeah, Larry Bird, Dr. J. Michael.
Shaq had a very different opinion on Larry initially.
Dr. J? I need to see Dr. J.
He said J and Dr. J. When asked,
what is Dr. J's actual name again? I've heard of Dr. J, but I need to see him. LeBron put Dr. J in his top 3?
Very different opinion on Larry initially. He said he disliked Bird because he was jealous. He thought, how could this regular-looking guy do everything?
Never really had a chance to play against Larry Bird, but I actually used to hate Larry Bird. I hated him.
Shaq soon realized as he grew older and wiser that despite getting the luck of the Irish with the Celtics, Larry made his own luck when it came to shooting the ball. Shaq, at 7'1", of course, had a completely different style of game at the time. He was built to the max and used brute force to impose his will on the defense and rack up the points, blocks, and rebounds. Shaq was also faster than most give him credit for, particularly in the early part of his career.
O'Neal the rebound, now the Magic with a final shot chance. O'Neal runs the floor.
Shaq looks slim, bruh.
Magic with a final shot chance.
Shaq looks slim as hell here, bro. I've only ever seen like Shaq, like, I'm saying hefty Shaq.
Bird was notorious.
I need to see Shaq. Oh my god, I need to see Shaq, bro. I need to see Kobe's mixtape, Shaq mixtape. I need to see him
which was
play.
all the more testament to his skill set. But his basketball IQ was just on a different planet. He once sank a shot from behind the backboard, which O'Neal chalked down to a fluke following a bet with his friend.
Cam Vincent to Bird, and it goes.
That's a tough shot to hit right there.
Shaq never really got the chance to play against Larry Bird, which is unfortunate, because I don't think it would have taken him so long to recognize greatness. On the other hand, six-time NBA champion Kareem Abdul-Jabbar battled Bird on numerous occasions while playing with the Showtime Lakers.
Kareem,
Bird
another
got the
person I
better
gotta
of him
check
in the
out.
1984 finals, and took another two in a decade that was largely dominated by the purple and gold. Kareem spoke about how Larry might have been the best he had played against.
They want to
How good was Bird? People, I don't think people look at him and think, oh, he's a white guy, slow guy.
The chubby white guy, he wore us out, man. You know, because he just, this muscle here, the one between his ears,
yeah,
that was
like
his.
That's what I've been saying, bro. Like Larry literally reminds me of kind of like LeBron. He's like a complete player, just like LeBron is. Literally, bro. Like I said in another previous reaction. Like I feel like if I was at that time alive, obviously, and watching, I feel like I would be a Larry Bird fan. Like he'll be my favorite player, bro. I don't know.
You know, because he made the
literally give me like,
and he had assists and rebounded.
LeBron
steals.
type energy.
He was always at the right place at the right time on the court. You know, one of the great players.
WIQ, he got IQ, got the passing,
11-time All-Star
the
Charles
shooting.
Barkley, a regular season MVP during a star-filled 90s, was once asked, "Are you better than Bird?" And he took a long pause before answering, which is very telling.
Am I better than Bird? Oh man, that's a great question.
Bro, imagine being an NBA player and then letting yourself go like this. Like,
most great players respond immediately
down
when they
tremendously.
think they're the best because you have to have that kind of mentality in order to get to the top. Instead, Barkley answered,
I'm a better rebounder. I'm probably a better defender. He's a better shooter, obviously. You know,
passer.
A lot of people talk about who's better.
But you have to think, you have to have that mentality.
No, you know. Like, if I think, you know, it's a team game.
I think deep down he knew that Bird was a better player, and for some
Bird
reason
is-
his chuck and his stump
Bird
like
is
that
better.
interview shows you how heavy the weight of Larry Bird's legacy was. Former teammate Kevin McHale also references how
oh,
unreal Bird was to play.
Julius Erving is Dr. J. Bet. Definitely heard of Julius Erving before, of course. He's living life.
McHale was Bird's right-hand man while playing
was
with
living
Boston,
life.
claiming the Sixth Man of the Year award twice, along with 7 All-Star appearances. His story of a specific Detroit game is fascinating. There was a bit of time left on the clock, and we had beaten Detroit, and I just scored 56, and I'm walking off the court, and Larry said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm done." I said, "I'm exhausted. I'm tired." Larry goes, "Don't do it, man, because when I get that hot, I'm not coming out of the game." A week later, he got that hot. He looked at me at about 50 points, and he looked at me and said, "I told you." The pair would
That's
go on
tough.
to win 3 titles together, and McHale would
said,
continue
"I'ma
to
get
tell
that-
stories that live
I'ma
on
get
in
that
Celtics
back."
folklore forevermore. A highlight being a throwback from Bird's brutal trash talk at a game in Phoenix.
We have a play, out of bounds play. I'm taking it out, and Larry says, "I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a 3." And I'm like, "We're down 2." I'm like, "No, don't do that." I'm like, "Let's shoot a 2, please. Go to the hole, try to get fouled. Let's just get into overtime, see if we can't win this game." And Larry says, "No, I'm just going to bust a 3 on him." And I'm like, "Oh, my gosh." So he tells the
Larry is
Phoenix
like
coach,
that.
he tells the coaches, "Yeah, I'm just going
Larry's
to
like
bust
that.
a 3 on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this." And he gets the ball, jumps out, busts the play, comes out, gets the ball at the slot, shoots the ball. As the ball's in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, "Told you so."
Larry's mental game was such that he could just open up any team and tear them apart. He would use psychological warfare on a regular basis.
Larry
Players
was
speak of his
fucking
toughness
different,
not
bro. He
because
was
of his size
badass.
or physicality, but because of his mind. He would impose his will on the
like what the fuck? This picture is different. But Larry would trash talk like LeBron. Don't really trash talk like that. To be honest, bro. Like I wish LeBron would really trash talk crazy, bro, because he deserves to trash talk these bums, right? All these little fucking sons. You sunned this whole league. You've been sunning this whole league for the last 15, 20 motherfucking years, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all your fucking spawn and your seed. Every single one of them. You know what I'm saying? KD, Curry, they're all your seed. Literally. Talk your shit to them so they know that they're not on your fucking level, and bitch them in the game, too. This is what I need to see LeBron do that.
Switch on his.
I ain't gonna lie.
Mastermind at trash talk tactics, Larry Bird will forever go down in history as one of the greatest trash talkers of all time. And in the 80s, that mattered. With players such as Bill Laimbeer,
he was trash talking crazy.
Magic Johnson, and the eventual emergence of Michael Jordan, Bird did what was necessary in order to gain that mental edge that took him over the top.
Yeah, we saw the trash talking video. He was trash talking crazy
the
before.
1988 Finals MVP.
I need to see LeBron do that a little bit, getting niggas' heads and shit. Come on.
Was he could back it up?
Yeah, he could back it up. So when you're arrogant and you can back it up, you're not arrogant. You're just good. And Larry was good.
Even Werther's former teammate Magic Johnson spoke on the fact that he had a real dislike for Larry Bird as far back as their college playing days for the very reason that Larry would constantly get the better of him. Johnson claimed in a recent interview during a press build-up for the Broncos.
So Magic didn't like him at first.
After he beat Larry in the NCAA championship game in 1979, the most-watched college basketball game ever. By the time he got to the Lakers, they were 0-8 to the Celtics.
You had to hate the Celtics to beat them because when I got here, we were 0-4, I think 8, and then the first time against the Celtics in the championship series, and then we lost that in '84. That made us 0-9, I believe.
And later is quoted as saying, "When I played, Larry Bird was the only one I feared." Not bad when hearing it from a five-time champion and one of the true great basketball players of all time.
Crazy.
At the 2019 NBA Awards, Johnson received the NBA Lifetime Achievement Award, but it was shared with guess who? Larry Bird. Bird was simply the king of talking the talk, then actually going out and walking the walk.
Listen, man, retirement is great for you because you've never talked this long.
Dominique Wilkins recounts one of the most
two W guys, bro. W mans.
He was going to break McHale's record against Atlanta. Wilkins said,
"He got so hot in that game that you talk about that patented step back. He was doing that step back and he switched it to his left hand 3 separate times in that game. He hit a 3. He was scoring anywhere on the floor.
Nah, shooting it left hand is crazy.
And the bench was giving each other 5.
So did you get in a fight with them after the game? Forget Larry. Did you beat anybody on the bench? Because you giving 5, he's scoring on me.
Every one of those guys got fined $3,000.
His shot is so
Larry's
clean, bro.
Because of the greats that want to tell them. The reason there's a list of top 10 players who consistently call Bird their toughest opponent or one of their all-time greats is because Larry himself is in that list. Larry is a top 10 baller of all time. His style doesn't matter when his skill sinks the opposition. Because above all, the opposition they'll remember the steals, the shots.
No, that shit is so fire, bro. Look at that.
Above all, the opposition
Where you going?
will remember.
That's
they'll
fire.
remember the steals, the shots, the clutch plays, and the trash talk. They'll remember the Bird from the early 80s, not from the early 90s. The Larry who stepped out on the court in his warm-up jacket and made Michael Jordan recoil in envy. MJ announced,
"He ain't took off his top yet. Oh, yeah. I didn't see when he took off his top."
Well, when Bird did.
What?
He took off his top yet. Oh, yeah. I didn't see when he took off his top.
Well, when Bird.
He said he didn't take off his top yet. I hate to see how he plays when he takes it all day.
It was all business.
That's the high praise.
A mop and bucket to the floor because he was about to clean up. He was an impetuous and never relenting opponent that took the life from anyone who stepped onto his battlefield. The consensus is a resounding stamp of legendary status.
Bird is too nice, bro, to not have him in.
As one of the greatest ever players, and arguably the greatest ever Celtic to grace the court. What did you think of Larry Bird in his prime?
Dude is amazing. Like, what did you think, Chad? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's no way you don't include him in top 10 all time. To me, he actually could top 5 maybe. In top 10, bro. He gotta be. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This dude is different. He had all-around game, and I likes this, bro. I likes Larry games so much, bro. Like, I'm a Larry Bird fan at this point. I ain't gonna lie, bro. At this point, I'm a Larry Bird fan, basically. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you thought about this, though. If you enjoyed this reaction, want to see more Larry Bird reactions here just like this, hit the like button on this video, and subscribe to the channel here if you are new. I post every single day, daily videos for you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below and what other reactions of Larry Bird and other, you know what I'm saying, NBA greats you want me to check out here. Appreciate you for tuning in, though. You mean it till the end? Comment down below. Larry Bird, you know what I'm saying? W Larry Bird, bro. W Larry. I'm stuttering all types of shit. W Larry, wary word, bro. W Larry, wary word in the comments. That's how I'm gonna know you made it till the end. At least I'm talking. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'm out.